Cigna is the provider for our life and disability insurance. At no cost to you, after 6 months of employment, Misericordia issues a life insurance policy in your name that's equal to 1 year's worth of your salary. And we provide a disability policy for long-term disability. In addition to the employer-paid benefits, we also offer benefits that you can purchase on your own. In your folder, you'll find information for the life insurance policy that Misericordia provides that's equal to 1 year's worth of your salary. Please review this so that you know the details of this benefit. As mentioned, Misericordia also provides a long-term disability insurance policy. This policy also is effective after 6 months of employment. If you are determined to be disabled while an employee at Misericordia, this benefit will start paying after you've been disabled for 6 months. There are important details with regard to this benefit, and I encourage you to review it so that you know what to expect. As mentioned, Misericordia provides you the opportunity to buy additional life insurance. You may buy additional life insurance for yourself, your spouse, and your children. It's important to know that there's a guaranteed issue amount for this life insurance. You can purchase up to $150,000 worth of life insurance for yourself without answering any medical related questions, called evidence of insurability. You may purchase life insurance for your spouse that's no more than half of what you elect for yourself. And the guaranteed issue amount for your spouse is $30,000. Anything over $30,000, your spouse will be subject to a medical questionnaire, evidence of insurability. So for instance, if you don't want to complete an evidence of insurability form and you want your spouse to have at least $30,000 worth of life insurance, you'll have to elect $60,000 worth of life insurance for yourself. You may also enroll your children. There's one cost regardless of how many children you enroll. It's a nice benefit. The details on how much this will cost you will be evident when you're enrolling in the benefits in ADP. The rates are determined by your age. In your folder, you'll find this rate sheet. Please note that these benefits increase in cost every 5 years. So, a rule of thumb that I like to follow is that this benefit is considered term life insurance. It's good for a term in your life, and it's not necessarily good for everybody. I think that this benefit is best for individuals that have someone depending on their income, such as a spouse, children, could be your parents, could be your siblings. If you were to pass away, how would your family be affected if your income was no longer coming in to support them? So another reason this insurance is known as term life insurance is that it's only good for the term of your employment here at Misericordia. After you leave Misericordia, you may port this insurance over to a personal policy, but these policies build no cash value. As mentioned, when you're in ADP, you'll have full details of how much this will cost you per pay period. It's advised that after you are 65 years old, you should no longer probably have this insurance policy because it increases in cost and it goes down in value. Another reason why this is considered term life insurance. In addition to the long-term disability policy that Misericordia provides at no cost, you may purchase a short-term disability policy. The short-term disability policy has two options. You have an option 1 and an option 2. Option 1 is effective on the 15th day of your disability. Option 2 is effective on the 8th day of your disability. Because option 2 pays sooner, you have to wait less time to collect your benefit. So that policy costs more. A rule of thumb is that the option 2 8-day costs about 1 hour's worth of your salary and a half. That's how much you'll pay every pay period. Option 1 is effective on the 15th day, so you have to wait a little bit longer. So that policy costs a little less. It costs about 1 hour's worth of your salary. In your folder, there is a diagram that outlines an equation as to how you can figure this out. But if you want to avoid that mathematical equation, you can just log into ADP, and during the enrollment process, you'll find out how much it'll cost for you. This benefit pays for up to 6 months. So if you are determined to be disabled while an employee at Misericordia, you may be eligible to apply for this benefit. If Cigna grants you the benefit, you'll receive this benefit for no longer than 6 months. That will carry you then to the long-term disability benefit. The short-term disability benefit pays 60% of your weekly salary. The long-term disability benefit pays you 66.7% of your monthly salary at the time of your disability. And the long-term disability benefit will pay until your retirement age or you start collecting another disability benefit. Much like with the health benefits we discussed, there are essentials that you should know in regards to life insurance. Eligible dependents for life insurance. You must first elect at least $10,000 worth of life insurance for yourself to be eligible for any other benefit. You may enroll your legal spouse, your children, biological, legally adopted, or stepchildren, from birth until the age of 19 years old, until they're 26, but only if they're a full-time student. Prior to completing enrollments in ADP, you'll want to make sure that you have the date of birth of your dependents, the Social Security number, and how it appears on their card. Remember, Misericordia provides you with a life insurance policy at no cost to you, so everybody must enter beneficiaries into the system. Eligible beneficiaries for life insurance is any person or organization of your choosing. The organization just cannot be Misericordia. When choosing a person that is not your spouse or child, please be prepared to enter their name, date of birth, address, and phone number. If choosing an organization, you'll need to provide the federal tax ID. You're given two options as to how to categorize your beneficiaries. A primary beneficiary is the person who will receive the asset or money when you die. A contingent beneficiary is the person who will receive the asset or money only if all primary beneficiaries are deceased.